Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into something special, the legend of the Oceanborn. It's this incredible narrative, feels almost mythical.
Right.
Our sources paint this picture, right? A huge ocean and two men standing there. One's from the plains, totally in awe, thinking about old stories. And then there's this other guy, an old hunter, really weary, he's not there for awe. He's actually seeking, well, an end.
Oblivion.
Yeah, and that's where it kicks off, because that's absolutely not what he finds. Just as he's sort of inviting the end, this massive shadow appears. And it's not a cloud, it's a whale, a leviathan, described as a living mountain, huge, primal. And his meeting with this thing, it isn't the quiet death he wanted. Oh no, it's the start of something totally unexpected, a profound journey, right? The twist. He wants oblivion, gets swallowed whole by this living mountain, but finds something else entirely. The sources say the engulfment is quick, brutal, but inside, it's not darkness. It's described as a luminous twilight. He's in this vast echoing chamber. They call it a living chrysalis, even a purgatory of the soul. What does that even mean for him in there? Is it literal? Spiritual?
It's sort of both, I think. The experience inside is, well, timeless. The text says decades dissolve into a shapeless, unending continuum. No, Merrick. So he's just suspended. And he relives everything, every memory, hunts, people he loved, successes, deep regrets, all of it intensely. The living chrysalis part suggests transformation, right? Not just a cage. And purgatory that points to a kind of forced cleansing, facing his fears. And weirdly, the whale itself has this strange, nurturing presence. It stops him from dying like he wanted. It forced him to look at his past, but also maybe reflects this hidden, unyielding strength he had all along.
Yeah.
So he's trapped, yeah, but also being forged.
Wow. Okay, so after what feels like forever in there, something changes. There's a shift, a flicker of anger. Described as cold and sharp as obsidian, it cuts through everything. He remembers he's a hunter, not prey. He decides he won't just fade. This nascent righteous fury just bursts out. His whole body, even though it's gone, starts radiating this incandescent raw energy. He's fighting back.
Exactly. And you have to ask, what does pure willpower achieve at that extreme? It's incredible. The climax is, well, he plunges his hand deep into the whale's colossal brain. Not just physically maybe, but with his mind, commanding it. Pure, unadulterated will, like a kind of telekinetic dominion. He forces this giant creature to turn, head back to shore, and that journey, agonizing, a titanic battle of wolves. Him versus the beast.
Just relentless drive to survive, to beat fate itself. And then finally, the whale beaches. A colossal, magnificent corpse on the sand, an unbelievable sight, and out of its mouth comes the man. Reborn, like the legend says, a phoenix risen from the belly of Oblivion. But he's clearly not the same guy. His eyes are yellow, burning with ancient power. His skin has this inner light. He's not just a man anymore, is he? He's become the Oceanborn. What's the significance of those physical changes?
Well, they're not just skin deep, right? They show this fundamental internal shift, the yellow eyes, the light. It suggests he's absorbed some kind of primal power, maybe from the whale, or maybe awakened within him by the ordeal. He didn't just survive, he integrated the whole experience, became something more. He wanted an end, but instead he found this completely new, powerful existence. He's now shaping destiny, not just accepting it. His new form really shows how transformation can come from facing and then rejecting the very thing you thought you wanted.
So stepping back, what's the big idea here, the main takeaway from this legend?
I think it's about how the absolute worst trials, the things we desperately want to avoid, can actually be the very things that forge us, create unforeseen strength. He sought nothingness, right? And found this incredible power instead.
Makes you think, doesn't it? What unexpected living chrysalis, what struggle that you be inside right now, maybe something that feels like an end. And what hidden strength, what power might be waiting inside you ready to come out when you face your own abyss and just refuse to fade away. Something to consider.